following me, unless like half of the subscribers channel were not real people in the first place. I'm shifting things up, so let's see how things go. I am live because I'd like to do some tarot readings, but I'd also like to chat a little bit about tarot and my view on tarot, and just my view on tarot channels in general. So I respect a lot of tarot readers on here, especially people who've managed to grow a following, because to do something like that requires so much consistency and so much patience, and it requires a resilience that not all of us have. So I'm not hating on tarot readers, don't get me wrong. But what I do want to clarify for the way that I work as a tarot reader is your future is not set in stone. It is not. And a lot of what happens to people when they do get readings, either from a psychic, because I teach psychic development, I'm a psychic myself, their perspective is that someone is going to come to them, or they're going to go to someone and they're going to hand them some money, and that their life is going to be told for them, and that they don't have to be active participants in their life. And now I also say this because I have 100% been that person. I've been that person that has gone, you know what? I'm going to go to the psychic and they're going to tell me whatever, and I'm going to trust them fully and completely. And then when it doesn't happen, I'm going to blame them. Then I have someone to be angry about. And you know what? It's not a conscious thing. This isn't happening consciously in your prefrontal cortex. It's usually something that's happening in the subconscious. And if we can all just be completely honest about what we're thinking, we'd really change our lives. And that was something I observed in myself. So I get it, what's happening on a subconscious level. And it's a very human thing for us to want to seek something to explain, for us wanting reason outside of ourselves, explain why things are playing out and showing up in our reality the way that they're playing up and showing up in our reality. It takes a heck of a lot of spiritual grit to be able to go, I am responsible for my life. And it takes work. It's not something that just one day happens and then kind of just lands in your reality. It doesn't work like that, right? Hello, Jeza. I see you've joined. So lovely to see you here. And if you have a question, do drop it in the comment section. I'd be very happy to answer it. And I mean, I love tarot and I love psychic readings. That's why I've been doing it. And it excites me, and I get a lot of passion from it. And my relationship with tarot and with psychic readings is very much with life. And because of that, it's taught me a lot about it. And the main lesson that has come from it for me is to own more of myself and own more of who I am and who it is that I want to be. And when I say want to be, it's actually the person you know on a deeper level that you actually are, but you don't think it's really going to be accepted, right? So I'm going to open, but okay, I digress a little bit. Is more of you a clear mirror and insight into what is actually, hello Claudine, nice to see you. Give you a clear insight of where is that your energy is going and what are the possibilities for you, right? This morning, I drew some cards for myself. I'd ended a relationship 2 months ago, and my mind has been back and forth in this relationship. And anyone who has watched the relationship tarot card readings, I know that your mind has been back and forth on some sort of person at some point in your life, right? Was it the right decision? When are they going to contact me? Are they thinking about me? How do they feel about me? Will I ever see them again? I know it. I've been there. I get it. And guess which cards I drew? I drew the Hermit, Death, Tower, the Moon. I mean, if there's anything that's telling me that that relationship is done and dusted, what other combination could I have picked? But that combination gave me the opportunity to really like let it sink in for myself that I can let this thing go. And that's what tarot should be. It should be a tool, something to help you. So hello, Nebo. Let's get very real. You're being rude, telling people to shut up, and actually also swearing at them. All you are doing is reflecting yourself and reflecting your own hurt and your own pain. And that is all you're doing, because that's the energy that you are bringing into the space. So any blessing for you, I hope, is that you can see yourself clearly. But you shall not speak to me like that in this space. And I just want to see if there's any way that I can remove this dude. Remove him. Yep. Remove this dude. Sorry guys, I'm just removing a hater here. It's so surprising, like you bring people onto us, you start just being more of yourself, and the first thing that happens is you actually get people who show up who are aggressive and angry and want to bring that into the world. And the first thing that I want to say about something like that is, like, people who need to bring that energy in the world, you are part of the problem. You are the reason we have genocide. You are the reason there is violence, because you are not looking at the violence within yourself. And if you are not willing to look at the violence within yourself, you're not going to be able to, hate is going to hate, Adrian. Like, totally going to hate. You're not going to be able to create from a space of love. And if you're coming onto someone else's channel and needing to swear at them, like, that says a lot. Okay, anyone want to ask a question? Otherwise, I'm just going to jump into a collective reading. That I like full on went on a tangent there, but we're going with the flow of things. So where I'm at right now is I want to do more authentic tarot. I want to do tarot that's in alignment with, not to say that the work that I've done before hasn't been authentic, but I want us to look more at how can we become the fullest version of ourselves, which has always been the goal of the Priestess Sophia. How can I become the fullest version of myself and really show up the way that I want to show up? Yes, do you like haters? No, I don't like them, but for somebody, it's such a beautiful question that you're asking, Bronwyn. I don't like them, but I have, for a large part of my life, found myself often being around haters. And I think it's because I feel a lot of empathy for people like that. Because if you need to be mean to someone else, where's that like meanness coming from? It's coming from, like, go get a life, do you have a job? It's like it's coming from something inside of you, right? Something, if you're putting that out there, the person who's putting that out there is you. Like in Afrikaans, there's a saying which is like, wat die hart van vol is, loop die mond van oor, which is like, whatever your heart is full of, your mouth is going to reflect that. The stuff you say is going to reveal actually what you truly think. So, But what I do feel about the hater is like, actually, thank you for coming into my life, because all you're doing, ek kan Afrikaans praat. All you're doing, hater, is that you're actually showing me that I can be strong, and that even if there are haters in the world, like, that shouldn't stop us from doing what we want to do. I am not Afrikaans, I'm English, but my mother my mother grew up speaking Afrikaans and my father speaks Afrikaans. So, but they taught us English, right? Add a sticker, 1 or 2 holes. Okay, so is anybody like wanting a tarot question answered, or are you just like hanging out here, like listening to me talk about whatever is coming to my mind? You shouldn't listen to haters. Thank you, Bronwyn. You are so right. I speak English. I am not good at Afrikaans. Okay, so let's see what's coming up collectively. Are you all, everyone who's here, Bronwyn Hill, Monster 2367, are you all are you subscribers on my channel? I would love to know. And like, what ended up like making you subscribe, or you just randomly here because you just saw some live video? Let's get real. Yes, Bronwyn. Bronwyn, do you have a question? Okay, so I'm going to do a collective reading then. If nobody has a question, I'm going to see what's happening collectively and move into that. So, because we love relationship readings and relationships are important to us, I'm going to phrase the question in the way that, what is this person who is on your mind? Oh, Anna, you got to notice because you're a subscriber. So what is this person who is on your mind? Whoever is on your mind at the moment, pick a number between 1, 2, and 3. What is this person that you're thinking about? What are they revealing to you about yourself? Okay? Because if you've got a strong connection with someone, what is it that this dynamic is actually revealing to you about yourself? Let's go. Okay, group number 1. Group number 1. Okay, number 1. So we've got 3 of cups. We've got 10 of wands, and we've got 8 of cups. Okay, who's ever chosen group number 1, it's likely that there is some sort of, it could be a third party situation, but what I'm feeling is it's not necessarily like another person outside the dynamic that's interested romantically. It's some other thing outside that is actually affecting the dynamic of the relationship. And it's important for you to understand that what the whole dynamic of the relationship is actually trying to show you is to bring your joy back into your life. Because 3 of Cups is about joy. It's about celebration. It's about, excuse this noise that is going on here. You can go. You be free, Bronwyn. 3 of Cups is about celebration. It's about you being able to fully be in your joy, be who you are, and express that in a group dynamic. So whatever third person that's come into this space is almost trying to show you how you relate to other people. Often when we're in like one-on-one dynamics with people, we don't see the fullness of the group. We just see kind of like just a mirror. And when there's when there's a third party in the space, whatever that third party could be, it could be another person, it could be a work situation, it could be even like an issue, maybe like a specific issue around something, like maybe you having an issue around your relationship with work in the dynamic. It's trying to show you how do you relate to life and the community situation as a whole. This is getting super deep, but we're just going to go with it because Spirit is obviously trying to bring something through here. So this is what's being shown to you in that dynamic. What I can see here, because we've got 8 of Cups and 10 of Wands, is for you, you're searching for something that's more meaningful, something that is more spiritual, something that is more emotionally fulfilling, something that is actually bringing more of yourself to the fore, and something that will require you to put in the effort and energy and attention to get that. It's this dynamic, whoever this person is, it might even not even be a romantic relationship. It might even be a friendship. is trying to show you that success and the type of success that you want, it doesn't come without you giving of yourself. It doesn't come without you having to face the difficulty, because 10 of Wands asks us to put in the effort for what it is that we want. So whatever this dynamic is here, even if this person may have left you and left you in a space where emotionally you don't feel that great and you have to confront some difficult things, they're actually trying to show you that joy comes from giving of yourself. Joy comes from having to sometimes go through difficulty and seeing, was this difficulty worth it? And a lot of the time it might not be, but you've got to recognize that not everything just comes without a little bit of stress. Sometimes you've got to put yourself through a difficult situation. Sometimes you've got to put yourself through a difficult situation to actually receive what you want, because the challenge is what molds us. Okay, so that's quite a deep message for anyone who chose group 1. So Anna said, I'm feeling my ex's energy strongly lately. It is feeling of missing and being sorry. What does it mean? Is it about what you just talked about? Did you pick number 1? If you did pick number 1, then I would say yes, but I will draw an individual card for you and see. What is it about for you? What is it about for you, Anna? Okay, so we've got 8 of Swords. I feel like when I connect with your energy, Anna, it feels like you're going back to a similar mental space in your body and in your mind. So in your body, but also in your mind, because how you're thinking about your ex is actually moving into your body. And what I'm seeing is that there's things around this relationship that hasn't been fully processed yet. And because these things in your relationship, so it's like certain issues, certain ways of thinking haven't been properly processed yet. And because it hasn't been properly processed, you're feeling this kind of energy showing up again for you. From their side, I do think they're missing you. I am getting a sense that they're missing you. We've got the High Priestess. So there's definitely some spiritual growth happening for you here. We've got the Queen of Pentacles and we've got the Devil. I feel like you gave this person a lot of energy. You put a lot of time and effort into the dynamic with this person. And ultimately the relationship was more leaning towards, I don't want to say codependence, but kind of like what can we get from one another, rather coming from a really true love sort of space. And what I'm seeing here is, because the Devil is speaking about that you might still have an energetic cord to this person. And the reason you have that cord is because of this kind of mental stuckness. So there's something you need to free yourself from with this person, because it feels like there might still be an energy exchange going on. And energy exchanges only happen when we say yes to them. So someone can't come into our energy without us saying yes to them. I hope that makes sense. Please let me know in the comments on if that makes sense. Okay, so we're going to move on to anyone who's chosen 2. Anyone who's chosen 2. Okay, so I'm glad that seems like that makes sense for you, Anna. Okay, so let's see pile 2. The person on your mind, what are they revealing to you? What are they revealing to you? Let's try and keep it more simple, Spirit, because the first message was very deep. But someone out there is needing that deep message. Okay. Okay. Pile 2. You are going to move into a very happy, healthy dynamic. But it's not with the person that you're thinking about. I just want to check. Is it with the person they're thinking about? No. Because we've got 5 of Pentacles. I know that I'm just gonna jump straight into it and tell you what I'm seeing here. There is definitely a long-term happy relationship for you and a lot of success that wants to come into your life. And this relationship is actually showing that to you. This person You might have felt like this is a very deep connection. Maybe you've even called it a twin flame. Maybe a psychic has even told you it's a twin flame, or told you that it's some deep soulmate connection. I will say you do have a soul connection with this person, but soul connections don't always mean that we're going to end up with the person. Sometimes people come into our lives because they're meant to help us understand something about ourselves. So this, what I'm seeing here with this connection is there's a lot of that. And you might have seen a lot of 1111, repeating numbers in this kind of connection, because this is often the card that people associate with those kind of connections. But what this relationship is about you actually recognizing your ability to create and bring into being your talents. So this is about recognizing your own talents, your own skills, and your worth in terms of your work. Okay? And I'm seeing that there might have been a disconnection from your own self-worth in this connection, for those of you who've chosen pile 2. Where you're going wrong, pile 2, is you're letting your emotions get hold of you. Knight of Cups energy. So what's happening there is a lot of, I love them, I don't love them, they love me. There's a lot of like a yo-yo kind of feeling, and I know the feelings are super intense. You might even be kind of like hoping for some sort of apology from this person, because I get 5 of Cups and 5 of Swords energy here as well, which is kind of showing me, and my throat is even closing up a little bit. 5 of Swords energy is showing me that, that there might have been a conflict and you didn't get an opportunity to properly resolve it or talk about it, and you're seeking that from that person, and it's kind of making you really feel like you've left out of the situation, and that this person has just kind of disappeared, like there was an investment from them and it seemed like they were really into the connection, and then they kind of just abandoned you. But you're really being asked to look at your own kind of, I'm getting like strong internal strength vibes. And this is because where you're actually being pushed is to focus on creating wealth and creating skill and building your skills and focusing on your skills, so that you can actually manifest not only success, but also a healthy relationship. Because the person who's going to end up with you, I feel like it's going to be someone who is in a similar kind of work, or has similar skills and interests that you have. That's for pile 2. Okay, so let's move on to pile 3. What's coming up for pile 3? What do we have going here? Okay, I'd love to know in the comment section, what is it that you would want? Like, if you're watching this later, what is it that you would want in terms of a reading? And I'd be happy to do one like that. Okay. Pile 3. Who's chosen pile 3? And we're getting a lot of like strong, positive messages around actually making things happen in your life. Okay. So whoever has chosen pile 3, I feel like this relationship has ended. You see, we've got 10 of Swords energy here. So this is something that ended in a way that was kind of, this might have even like been coming along. And the reason I say that is because we've got all of these 10 of Swords here. So I feel like there might have been a breakup before, and then a breakup again. And if it's not a romantic relationship that you're asking about, remember, I'm feeling into a collective energy here. So there's going to be a lot of different information that doesn't necessarily resonate for everyone. But the Swords show me that there's been a lot of like on and off kind of conflict happening, and conflict then not really like this kind of like on and off feel. That's kind of what I'm getting. And it's finally that this last interaction with this person has been like the last straw. There might have also been a little bit of a controlling dynamic in the situation, and it might even have been from both of you, and in different ways, where they may have wanted to hold you and almost have you and I want to say possess you in a particular kind of way. And when I say possess you, have you as something that they have, not as something that they love. And I think that was a big part of growth in this relationship. But what they're ultimately trying to show you is that you got to make it happen, because we got King of Wands energy. And King of Wands energy is about us being able to take initiative in our life and being able to step into our power and be the ones that make things happen in our lives. And if we're not the ones that are making things happen in our lives, they're not going to happen. And I feel like if you were to stay in this dynamic, that it would have actually drained you even more and drained you even in other ways. It's a little bit more of a simpler message. I want to just see what else is coming through around that. Okay, so we've got two of Pentacles and Two of Swords. Okay, so we've got twos here. You've got choices to make. You've got some choices to make, because we've got these twos, and twos are often about choices. And you might have two different paths, or even two different paths that are showing up for you. And you've got to choose the path that is going to bring you, let's see. This is getting deeper. Who are you, pile 3? Yeah, you've got to choose the path that is going to take you away from the past situation. You've got to, and I see you being able to do this because we've got Six of Swords energy. But you got to be able to choose to move away from past hurts, past demons, past issues, and the same kind of issue showing up. And what I'm seeing here, because we've got Two of Swords, is a little bit of a denial around that and avoidance of your real feelings around a situation. But the only way you're going to really be able to move past that situation is by making a really strong decision to do that. And it will require adaptability on your side, where you're going to have to be able to go, okay, maybe today I'm like this, but who I am today doesn't have to define who I am tomorrow and the day after and the day after. Meaning like that you go with the flow of things and that you allow yourself to evolve as you move through things. That's the best way to live life, right? Like I'm even seeing this with the Six of Swords energy. It's like you've got to take things as a journey, because King of Wands also, because remember this, the original energy for you, pile 3, around what this person's revealing to you. King of Wands energy is also about career, and it's about making your life happen. But you're only going to make your life happen in the way that you want it to happen if you can take life as it comes and allow yourself to be flexible and adaptable with the way life moves. So I didn't see many questions in the comment section. Next time I go live, I would love for you to put your questions there, and I'd be very happy to answer them. It's been great chatting to you and connecting with you like this today. And I'm sending you a lot of love. And it was lovely to connect with those of you who brought your beautiful energy into the space. And I'll see you next time. Ciao.